the worst day of my life. Just kidding. I'm being super dramatic because I'm like very excited about this game, but I'm like
Rachel, you
still
better be
I
ready.
running
really
off
liked
of
that the
work.
first thing when we went live was Rachel saying this is the worst day of my life.
Oh, we're live now?
I literally said we're going live.
Oh, I was not listening. Anyways, hi.
Hi, everybody. Welcome to Season 2 of Plan Obsolescence, Rise of Shadows, our mass campaign. I would like to remind everyone that last week was Session 2 and shit hit the fan already. Yeah, so we're going to go around and introduce ourselves and get straight into this madness that this is. I'm Katie. I play the doomed Veronica. We both use she, her pronouns. Emily, what about you?
Hi, I'm Emily. I play Evie the Bull, and we both use she, her pronouns.
Dingo?
I'm Dingo Dingy Dongle, she, her. I play Animus, Anime, ASMR, he, him.
I love that's officially his name now.
I hate it, actually.
It is formerly known as ASMR.
Rachel, what about you?
Hi, everyone. I'm Rachel. I play Ada, the... Wait. The beacon. Thank you. I use she, her pronouns. Ada uses she, they pronouns.
And what about you, Levi?
You're on mute.
Hello, I am Levi. I play Todd McEwen / Kestrel, sidekick, hacker, boy dad, Halcyon City, and we both use he, him pronouns.
And last but not least, Sweet David.
You're calling me sweet? Yeah, hi, I'm Dave. I am the MC for this game, and I use he, him pronouns. And yeah, so in typical Masks fashion, we open up on the front page of the comic book, and flipping in, we see a summary of what happened last time. This time, I believe it's narrated by Veronica.
Hold on, let me pull up the messages that Dave sent me with the summary. Give me 2 seconds.
Rachel missed last session, so I summarized the whole thing for her about 80 paragraphs.
I'm not going to exactly go through this, but we'll see. If I get stuck, I'll have this right here. Look at that. Look at this. God damn it, David. Anyway.
It's not my fault that I'm good at summarizing.
Why do you make us do it? That's why I made you do it in Monster of the Week.
Yes, that is the reason.
Anyway, okay, so I think we zoom in on last we had left off, Animus had hoisted Veronica up and was running with her toward the secret base hideout thingy. And so I lost my train of thought. Yeah, so I think we see that, and I think we see Veronica zoomed in on the part where she had shattered her phone on the ground after getting a "fuck you" from Ada message back. She just, it's sort of this introspection, this inner monologue of her thinking, and she just wonders to herself, am I making the right decision? I know in my heart that this is for the best, that changing Animus, that making him know this truth is for the best, because it means that he's completely on my side, but I'm worried, because seeing that fight, seeing Matt hurt like that, I didn't want this. And if I'm working with Prospero, this might be what happens. And I think you see, from Animus's point of view, Todd hacking into him and Animus telling him he can't use him anymore, which was a great highlight of last session. I think you see Evie and Todd, these snapshots of them arguing at each other. probably no dialogue, but just like sort of the anger and annoyance on both of their faces, and mixed with the worry for their friends. And you see Ada getting a call and sort of distancing herself, leaving the base, tending to her family on her own. And then it zooms back in on Veronica and Animus, and her staring at the phone shattered on the ground as it's getting farther and farther in the distance, and her sort of closing her eyes and trying to not think about everything. And I think that's sort of the high points. Todd and Evie got a little hurt, but that's no big deal.
And the base you were at got totally destroyed by new force that showed up on the side of villainy.
Yeah, about that.
And Anime made a big ol' announcement.
Oh yeah, I forgot. I completely forgot that. Yeah, so I think we would also see like a flashback of Veronica watching that, because she watched it through the glass of Animus saying that it was best to be on Parasite's side, that she was here for the people, that kind of thing. And even then, this worry on Veronica's face if she was making the right choice, asking him to do that.
Yeah, I think that the worry, like from the side that we're looking at through the glass behind you, we see just, a jaw strong and clenched, and Animus in the other room speaking, but in the white reflection on the glass, we can see your worried face.
Yeah.
And then we flip the page, and it says a few hours earlier. Ada.
Yeah, that's me.
After a quick discussion with Animus on Google Docs, I believe, your phone starts to buzz.
Does it?
Yes.
Okay. Just checking. Yes, my phone starts to buzz. I pick it up.
Hey, Ada, I found out where they are.
Who are?
Where Veronica is and the other villains.
I thought we knew that already.
No one told me.
That one's on us. I'm sorry, I should have told you earlier. Are you planning to hit it?
Yeah.
Are you sure that's a good idea?
Yeah.
Okay, but like you don't know everyone who's there, or is it just you? Do you have backup? What's the plan? Like, we can definitely show up and provide support for you.
Right now, I don't know. All I know is that, seriously, it's been how long since Veronica disappeared, and you guys didn't go after her at all?
You know it's complicated because she's our friend, and it's really hard to go after one of your friends.
Yeah, well, she's not my friend. I will drag her back.
That seems a little bit harsh. You should really let us come along with you so we can. We don't want to make this worse than it can be, okay?
Look, it's bad enough as is, and I'm not gonna just go out there and. Do you understand how upset Mom and Dad will be at me if I even let you come close to this? As much as I hate.
I've been close to this. This has been my life.
I know, but now that they know, they're keeping an eye on me, and I can't help you out in the same way that I used to.
So what do you want me to do? Just sit back here and watch as you beat up my friend?
I'm not gonna beat up your friend in the same way that we beat up, Caliban.
What other way are you gonna? You do electricity, Matt. That's your whole thing.
Look, I'm at home right now, and honestly, I am about to leave, but I just...
Okay, let me come home, and let me just. I'll sort things out. I promise. We'll make it so. I don't want you to do this without us, because she might have turned sides, but we're still our team.
Look, I'll try to wait, but just don't be too long.
Can I try and pierce the mask?
Yeah, go for it.
I'll roll plus mundane. Cool. This is a great stat of mine.
Well, great. You are actually normal.
No, but my mundane
know,
is minus
You
2.
don't think you are. Oh dear.
Mark that potential.
Yeah, mark the
How is that even possible? Where's the math? Hey, roll 20. Give me the math.
Well,
You rolled a 4 minus a 3. I think that math works out.
Yeah.
When did you get a minus 3 in my day?
it's because you have -1 and then a condition, right?
Mhm.
Okay.
I'm angry.
Hey, same hat.
Same hat.
Oh boy. Yeah. Matt wants to know how he can get your character to he wants to know what you intend to do.
I intend to, whether or not I can convince him to allow us to let him to go along, I intend to go along.
Okay.
To the base. If he's intent on hitting it, no matter what, Ada wants to be there.
Okay.
But as we know, she won't be.
Yeah, the horror of that. It's okay, Rachel. You can dab if you want.
You're no.
If I dab, she'll take away my mod privileges, and then I can't mute people when they say words I don't like.
Like Squatch.
Shit, I hate you. I'm gonna kill you.
Welcome to Masks, everyone.
I'm gonna commit a murder.
Yeah, you're just gonna do a light murder.
A light stab.
A light shank.
Maybe I'll send her poison through the mail.
Drink this.
I'll send her a set of dice, and I'll put arsenic on the dice.
She's literally doing premeditated homicide right now. I have evidence
on screen that will go on YouTube. Hey, don't demonetize us.
Anyways, what were we saying?
So you go home, and as you arrive, you open up the door and no one's home. You walk around and knock on Matt's door. No response. Still none.
I'm gonna try and call him.
Yeah.
Matt, where the fuck are you?
You hear the sound of wind like the window is open on a car driving on the highway.
Matt, I swear to God, if you left without me, I'm gonna, I don't know, break your window or something.
I'm sorry. You're going to have to break my window.
You're ridiculous.
Yeah, well, this is starting to get out of hand. I just saw the broadcast.
Broadcast?
Yeah. Animus is with her now? Animus? I was trying to believe you guys had this under control, but
What did he say?
he said that if anyone's been hurt by heroes, that they need to join Parasite. That's what she's calling herself now.
This is just a big clusterfuck. All right. Where are you so I can meet up? We'll take care of this. And we're going to take care of this together, okay?
Look, I'm already here.
Fuck you. You should have waited.
Yeah, well, maybe I should have, but it's time to do my job.
Are you alone? Is it just you?
You hear the sound of thunder begin to rumble. Yeah,
Jesus Christ.
sorry, I gotta go. Beep.
I have to follow through on my promise to break his window.
Yeah, you open up the door and his window is open right now.
I'm going to close it. Does he have anything like heavy in his room that's like not worth any money? Like
Yeah,
a rock? Does he have a rock in his room is what I'm asking.
Yes, he has a rock for a paperweight in his room.
Are you sure it's not
was-
Matt? Matt's just pet rock. His
No.
closest friend.
It was actually I think your parents gave you rocks to try to manipulate during powers training as a kid, and this is the one that you kept since then.
Well, I'm going to try and throw it through the window because I'm really pissed off at him.
It goes straight through.
Cool. Thank you for letting me do that. This arbitrary thing.
Does that get rid of your anger stat?
I would say that because you were doing it with something that was,
Meaningful to him?
yeah,
I don't care. It's not meaningful to me.
that's fair. Veronica and Animus.
What's up?
What? Leave me alone.
What do you make us deal with now?
Don't talk to me. I'm busy.
Busy what?
Starting a hashtag, starting a trend on Twitter.
We will both turn our backs on you.
You just sent the text, protect yourself and your brother. Don't come after us.
Yeah.
And Ada replied with a simple 2 words. Fuck you.
Yep. So she threw her phone on the ground so like she couldn't be tracked or anything, just in case.
Mhm.
And I think they're still going to the new hideout, because it's we said that it's going to be like on the very lowest level of the city, underneath like the sewers and everything.
We rats now.
Which is like really, really shitty because not only, because remember, this is a very tiered city. Like the lower you go, the worse off it is. And it already has incredibly bad lower levels. And you are below that. You are in almost toxic sludge.
Well, good thing Animus is carrying me, and he's made of metal.
We're good.
We got
Okay.
this, and this was thought through completely.
Mm-hmm. This was
Okay.
planned.
Yeah. Can't fuck with our shine, Dave.
So what are you doing?
I think Veronica is completely quiet. She's having those thoughts, after seeing what happened to Matt and getting the message from Ada. She is very introspective right now, so she's being very quiet and just letting Animus continue, because we said that he would know where it was with the update that source code gave him. The update.
That good Drake update. I've got Drake's entire musical
Discography.
library on here.
Yeah.
It's Beastie Boys.
Yeah, she's just quiet, sort of. It's all a blur to her, what's happening.
Yeah, I think Animus is a little checked out too. He's just following his GPS to the location.
And
So,
I'm
oh,
sorry.
go ahead.
I think
No, you
Veronica
go
is keeping an eye out for this person. Prospero said she was supposed to meet, but otherwise that's the most she's paying attention, because she doesn't know who it's going to be. Just that, she'll know it's them, but she doesn't know who it is.
Okay. So you get in under the sewers, under that, layer of concrete and tunnel structure that is in every, superhero sewer system. And below that it's tight concrete walls, maybe 5 feet wide hallways. It's very claustrophobic, and when you get into the bunker area, it legitimately, it's bigger than one, but with all the people you have to bring in here, it legitimately feels like a cramped fallout shelter.
Yeah, for sure. When they're in the area, Veronica just sort of taps Animus on the shoulder so he would know to let her down. And she's going to do a quick head count, or the notable people that she trusts and works with here. Does it look like everyone made it?
Yeah, Maelstrom's there, Viral, Soul Slayer.
Soul Slayer, god damn it.
Soul Slayer is, for those blissfully unaware,
Like Rachel.
Soul Slayer is really, really edgy looking, like Reaper. His skill is he's good at punching people, and he's actually Kevin Bongweed.
The blink.
Rachel.
I hate everything so much.
You should. You really should. Me and Dingo did this to ourselves.
I'm gonna move.
The Kevin
hey,
Longley thing.
hey everyone. I'm gonna go Google what the deepest lake in the world is, and then I'm gonna move to the bottom of it.
Please stand one Rachel R_Romulus. So let's see. Yeah, the people that you usually count on are all there.
Shit. I think I'm gonna go up to Maelstrom and just be like, what happened? I got a call from Prospero that told us to sound the alarms and leave, but I don't know what's going on. I just saw the tail end of an attack outside. Do you know who that was?
Who was? Because I've felt one of them before, and not an enjoyable experience.
Okay, not Thunder Nerd, the other one.
Oh, I have no fucking clue. I've heard rumors that there was someone that Prospero had in his organization that he was keeping under wraps for a bit, but I didn't know that there was someone that powerful.
Yeah, he told me to wait for someone that they were delivering a package that I had to see off, and I'd know who it was, and I couldn't have been them, could it?
Honestly, I don't know. Did he say when they were arriving?
Did he, Dave? I don't think he was specific, right?
No. He was specific about abandoning the base immediately.
Yeah. No, he just told us to get out of there, but to keep my eyes open for this person, I guess. Why would someone that Prospero is using be a threat to us? Why would we have to run?
I don't know. I mean, Thunderhead did know where we were, so
Yeah, I don't know how. I mean, I know how, but we sort of broadcast it, but we had security and ways that they couldn't get in.
If I may, did anybody make note of the powers that the unknown hero and or villain was using?
I looked at it. Did I get a sense of what they were doing, Dave? Because Katie knows what they were doing, but I can't remember if Veronica saw Matt fall, didn't see Todd fall, right? Yeah.
Nope.
Saw Matt fall. So I would at least see what she was doing, correct?
Let's have you retroactively assess the situation.
I don't want to, though.
I don't want to.
Do I gotta? Okay. Superior.
It seems like the best way for what you're trying to do.
That's a hit.
That is a hit. So, ask one.
Yeah.
And none of these quite fit, but I'm trying to figure out. I think you would understand that they control gravity in some way.
Okay. Yeah, that's fine.
Or if they're not, they're a powerful telekinetic.
Yeah, Animus, I think they have something to do with gravity, or they're like me. They can move things with their mind. I don't know. It happened really fast.
Well, I can get to work going through the database and trying to find every telekinetic and gravity-using hero or villain on record and see if that matches with them.
It's going to be a lot of people. It's going to take you a while. Even as fast as you are. I don't know if we have time, but might as well start. I was
going to say, it's going to take some time to set this up and
work with source code. He's not as good as you are, but he can help.
Will do. And yeah, that's what Animus does. He goes over to source code, and I think they start running through. I'm sure there's like a big compiled database of like heroes and villains, and even probably smaller databases as well for more unknown ones, or even like community created ones.
Yeah, there are definitely community created ones, but like the one that tops everything else in detail and number is definitely the one that exists in Aegis's databases. So you would know that already because you've worked with Aegis before.
You?
While Animus is doing that, Veronica just wants to borrow Maelstrom's phone or communicator, whatever, and just send a quick message to Prospero. I feel like Veronica would, of all the numbers she would memorize, she'd memorize a way to get up with Prospero. Probably like the 2 numbers in her head. And she would send like a communicator to Prospero that says, or even through source code, like however the normal way they communicate with Prospero. She doesn't
ever.
Oh, great. Cool. I didn't know that.
Prospero has always reached out to you. You've when you've called the number that he's called you on in the past, it always immediately says number disconnected even right after the call.
Ooh, he also destroys his phones like Veronica does.
Yeah, but he doesn't even wait for people to say fuck you.
Okay, then she's gonna tell Source Code that when he's done with working with Animus to send out whatever underground lines, circles they have, communicate that they're safe. They did what he told them to do.
Okay.
Whether Prosper sees it or not, she doesn't really know, but, at least it's out there.
Yeah, in every channel that you can think of. Yeah, I think that you are Oh, go ahead.
Do I need to roll?
Yeah, I was gonna say while Katie and the others are setting up the base, Todd or Animus rather, you're gonna need to roll to unleash your powers.
Okie dokie. That's with Freak. I think I just lowered that.
Nice.
Cool. Love it.
I support it. 12 will hit.
Still good at being a freak.
Yeah, you are. Without a doubt, you get into Aegis's database. You're pouring through the files. Yeah. And you go through file after file after file, heroes, villains. You're not seeing anyone quite with the description or powers matching exactly what you saw. You're seeing some incredibly powerful telekinetics and a few people with gravity manipulation, but no one quite up to, that scale and stuff. And you can compile a small list of people, but there's only like about half a dozen names of people that you think might at all fit, and none of them, from the optical readings you got of the character floating in the sky, none of them seem to quite match the description that you were looking for.
Okay, then I think Animus is going to create a new file.
In their database?
Yeah.
Oh boy.
I don't think it's anything like, he's probably done it before, but he just creates a new file, unknown hero/villain, and then just fill out the information he does know, and then maybe like a screenshot from his like memory logs.
Okay. With you rolling so high, while you didn't find anything in other areas, you do know that there are other databases that would have information regarding this sort of thing that Aegis might not collect because it's not in their jurisdiction. They can only collect data on people that are confirmed heroes and villains,
Mm-hmm.
but there may be localized source-only databases, so non-accessible from like the internet and stuff, for health services, because health services would record information regarding superpowers, but Aegis would not have access to it.
So I have to violate HIPAA.
Yes.
Okay.
As all doctors call it.
But you would also have to break into a facility in which those files are locally stored.
Well, send me to the hospital.
But first, we're going to cut over to the hospital. There's beeping. Evie, your eyes blink open.
Oh. Unfortunately.
Yeah. Even past everything after being thrown through feet of concrete and hurled feet into the ground, you ended up just not even from your wounds, but passing out from the exhaustion and stress of everything after unburying yourself. Your wounds are honestly more severe than anything you've ever had before. You feel worn and drained, and there's just an exhaustion hanging over you as you look around the small white hospital room. And who do you see there?
I probably. What?
Dave, can I be there because Matt is still in surgery and I can't see him?
Is
okay, cool.
Also, give me just half a second. Sorry.
Okay, the DM is gone. Everybody, we all get to choose one thing that we can do in his absence. Okay. Ada has no.
So
I couldn't figure out what to say.
The reflection of those glasses are ridiculous.
I don't have a pair of sunglasses.
I guess Ada would be there, and probably my mom works at the hospital. She might pop in a few times.
Yeah, your mom absolutely has been in the room with you this whole time.
Oops. Okay.
At least I presume that Ada would have informed Naomi about what happened.
Yeah, probably. So I guess Evie wakes up and she feels really worn out. And for a second, she just lets herself lay in bed before she sits up and rubs at her eyes, and she's just immediately what's going on? Is there still? I guess she's just asking, she'd probably turn to Ada and her mom, asking either of them, I guess, what's going on? Is everyone okay? How long have I been asleep? I don't.
Hey, Dave, what are the answers to those questions?
The questions, how long have you been asleep, is you've been out for a couple hours. You've been in the hospital for a few hours at this point.
Okay.
What about the current situation? After they were fighting, did the villain go away?
The villain escaped into the clouds, as you saw, Evie.
Yeah.
Ada's gonna just absolutely rush to her bedside and be like, "Are you okay? How are you feeling? Are you all right?"
Yeah, I'm fine. I mean, every part of me hurts like a bitch, but I'm fine. Yeah. We need to go. We need to find everyone, right?
You're
Is
here.
Todd here?
Todd's here. He's in another room. Nobody else is in condition to do anything right now.
Okay.
The villain got away, but nothing really bad has happened since. So that's good. And you're awake now. That's even better.
Yeah, Evie's listening, but she's looking at her at the IVs in her. She's like, I wonder if I can just take this.
No, don't. Naomi, Tell her you can't take IVs out.
She's like,
Hey, sweetie. It's okay. I'm a nurse.
no,
Trust me.
I need to go. I need to go.
Evie, you
fine.
can't. You're not. You passed out.
No,
We need
I
to
need to
keep
go.
her under obs. Evie,
I'll be fine. I need to go. I need to go find. I need to find. She's like frantic, which is weird. She's like, I need to go find Ronnie, and I need to find Animus, and I need to go get them. We're wasting time just sitting here.
We don't know where they are anymore.
your mom is trying to. You're way stronger than her, but she's trying to keep your arms and push them away every time you try to grab at the IV.
Yeah, she's not gonna try and like push her mom back or anything. She's probably actually weak.
Evie, we have no idea where they've gone. They disappeared, along with every other villain in that facility. So, as difficult. What we need to do right now is just focus on figuring out where they are. We can't just, go looking and busting down every locked door.
Do you have any clue?
I don't have any clue.
Could you? She like flops back onto a pillow and just rubs her eyes. And she's like, ugh. Do you know someone who could? I don't want to waste any time trying to find them.
I mean, there's a people at Aegis. That's about all I can think of.
Does Ada yet know what happened after she took off?
I think I want her to be filled in because I don't want to be like do an episode recap in the episode.
Yeah, we can just say like Evie fills you in if that's something Evie would do.
Yeah, but like really scrambled.
All right. You need to rest. You need to doctors know what they're doing, and you just need to.
Okay.
Right now we can't. We need to think things through, and we need to be careful, and we need to. Oh my God.
God, Evie's gonna like reach over. Are you like sitting on the bed? Or are you just standing?
Probably sitting on the bed at this
Okay.
point.
She'd probably reach over and take your hand really gently, and she's just like, you need to stop worrying so much. So we'll be fine. I'm sorry if I freaked you out. I don't want to be laying here too long. So just relax, okay?
The thing is, you're supposed to be the strongest of us, right?
I mean, physically, but not mentally, really.
But you're supposed to.
I kind of do dumb things when you're not around. Like crash into concrete.
Yeah. God.
But it's not your fault. It's because I'm really dumb.
You're not really dumb.
Most times.
I don't see how anything could have gone any different. Because I keep playing it over and over in my head, and even if I had been there, I don't know how things would have gone any differently.
That's okay.
And you still would have gotten hurt.
I mean, you couldn't have controlled it. you can't really focus on what's happened when it's already happened.
You know.
You know what I want you to focus on though? Can you find the hospital cafeteria and get us something to eat? I'm starving.
Oh, okay. You might be hungry, but a fun hospital fact is that the food here is absolute shit. So
I've eaten worse, but it's not like her being like, I don't want to talk about this, but it's more like, go focus on something else. Don't fret so much over something that you can't fix, but she's not gonna say that. She also is really hungry, so
I would like Evie to comfort or support.
okay.
you're the one who's in the hospital bed.
Literally, Evie near death, and she's having to take care of Ada.
Roll plus a
I love Evie, okay?
Evie takes a lot more after her mom than she thinks.
Okay.
That's a 7.
Also,
On a 7,
sorry.
on a hit, they hear you. They mark potential, clear a condition, shift labels if they open up to you.
I think what it really fits actually, what Evie is talking about and how she's going about this. Ada's been really worried. They've been, freaking out about this whole situation. So I think it makes a lot of sense to clear afraid based on what's going on.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
I'm going to go out and look for the cafeteria.
As you do, you pass a someone with a little badge on it that says press, hurriedly running into one of the rooms nearby. And that's where we're going to cut for break.
Okay.
Are you sure about that, Dave? Are you sure? You sure about that? Yeah. Okay, friends, we'll be back in about 5 minutes. Let's go deal with our own issues. We'll be back. Hi, folks. I have to remember to unmute everything. We're back. Let's go back to suffering, Dave.
Okay, suffering. You know who's suffering right now?
Not me.
Is it Todd?
It's Todd,
It is
who's
Todd.
Yay.
just waking up in lots of pain.
Oh, I bet. Because, like, Todd probably took the same hits as Evie. And Todd is not Evie.
Not as bad as Evie, but
I fell into concrete and made a
close.
crater. I don't think it was as bad.
Yeah, but you're super duper duper tough. Todd, while being our dad, is weak. He's
Yes.
not made to be thrown down.
I get used to it, Todd. You might get thrown a lot.
Yeah. He signed up for
As a
it.
projectile.
So, yeah, like, I just wake up in the hospital room.
Yeah, and your sister is just entering as you do.
Like, I think,
Also,
yeah.
Rachel, it'll be a minute or so until you pass the hallway where that is, but the door is open at the moment, so jump in when you think it feels right if you want.
Yeah, I think he just like bolts up is in
There's bandages wrapped around your torso, and your arm and one of your legs are in a cast.
great. Love it. It's like oh. Hey Tess.
Todd, I didn't know that you were hurt. I only heard about it on the news just a bit ago when everything went down. I didn't realize there was more people at the scene. Then I'm sorry.
I'm don't be this I kind of rushed into a fight that shouldn't have been rushed into, I guess. Have you seen Nova and Thunderhead? Are they okay?
I don't know. I mean, Thunderhead's okay from what I've heard, but I don't know about Nova. I came to your room as soon as I heard that you were there.
Okay, I'm really sorry that you had to find out this way, or that there's anything to have found out about, but yeah, I'm sorry that you had to find out through the news. I just now waking up, and he just kind of like looks at the ones that are in a cast. Oh man. This, I don't know how to explain this to Dan and Carl.
Look, I don't know either, but I mean,
We'll cross that when we get to it, I guess.
yeah, I sort of don't want to have to worry about that right now. I'm just, Todd, I'm so glad you're alive.
Yeah, I'm really. I'm sorry for all this. I have to know about all of this. I don't.
No,
So, yeah.
it's okay. Like, I know that hero work can be dangerous, and just, I haven't seen you get hurt like this before.
Yeah, this. Geez, this is a first.
Look, from what I understand, this had to do with the team, right?
Yeah.
Then listen, if there isn't enough people on your team to protect you, then I don't know, maybe you need to find other people for your team.
Yeah, we need some more numbers. Yeah. I'll have to let's keep note of that, especially now that we're even one more person down.
I saw the broadcasts. I didn't realize that you guys would go after, that you guys would go right away. I should have expected, I guess. Even though I did tell you not to rush into things. She raises her hand to push you a little, but then you see her stop and
Yeah. Yeah. You give pretty decent advice. Hopefully someone follows it. Hopefully someone's smart enough to follow it.
You were supposed to be, you idiot.
Yeah, this is gonna be. Well, if I didn't learn, guess I'll learn now. Well, yeah, I had to go. Animus is one of my best friends, and seeing him like that, it was really tough. And I got irrational, and then Thunderhead falling. The brother of my other best friend is just, yeah, it's gonna kill me.
Yeah, I think that's a good point where Ada, speak of the devil and they will come, raps on the open door with knuckles, pokes their head in and says, looks at Tess and says, I'm sorry, am I interrupting something?
It's you can come in. Tess
I was.
Yeah, I can head out. Sorry.
Yeah, I was hoping to get a moment. I'm sorry.
No, it's okay. I have to go to other areas.
Oh yeah.
I'll be back.
I point at the press badge and I'm like, got places to be.
I'll be back, Todd. Just don't leave this bed.
Yeah, I think I'm gonna be here a while. Then gives a meek wave, bye, as she leaves.
Yeah, she gently closes the door behind her because I think she can tell that you guys want to talk in private.
As soon as the door closes, he's like, oh, I'm so sorry.
Yeah, I want to know what the fuck you were thinking.
That's the point. I was thinking, hey, there's not a hero that I can trust that is in trouble.
No, that's that's not what I'm talking about. Evie told me that you hacked into Animus.
Okay.
And then, so I'm watching this broadcast because the two of you are unconscious and my brother's in fucking surgery, so I can't do anything. And I'm watching this broadcast of Animus over and over on my phone. And I can't help thinking, who I've never seen him be hurt by a hero. I've never seen him be, I don't know, misused. And then Evie tells me that you hacked into him and treated him like a machine, that you you went into him and you didn't treat him like our friend. You didn't treat him like a member of this team. You treated him like the one thing that he's hated being the whole time that I've known him. How could you do that to him? That's why he left.
Todd has no words. Why? Like, I'm.
This whole time, I've been thinking, why did Veronica leave? Why did Animus choose to go with her? And I'm kind of realizing maybe, this isn't a good thing. Us working together, because Todd, here's the thing, you're my friend, but there's something that keeps scaring me, and the idea that I keep having is, have I not noticed that this was you all along, that you would do this to our friend? Or if something changed that made you decide that you could just, violate his humanity like this, and I can't decide which option scares me more.
I think Todd just stares into the middle distance as this continually dawns on him. I think you're right.
Yeah, do I have influence over you?
Yes.
Okay, I'm trying to shift your labels.
Okay.
I want to move your danger up and your mundane down.
Let me see if this
You can
happen.
accept what they say or reject their influence. Rachel is making a big power move here, and I am.
I'm here for it.
Yeah.
Oh, wait. Can I just check what
Yeah, absolutely.
the stats mean? Because when I was thinking earlier, I was thinking mundane, but there might be a better one.
Savior is helping people. Danger is being a threat to enemies as well as potentially people near you. Freak is someone that doesn't fit in at all. Superior is better than other people.
Okay, then it's definitely moving superior down and danger up, because the way that Ada is seeing him is, I'm trying to tell him that what he's been doing is unacceptable in her morals.
Yeah.
I think Taja says, "You're right. I let Veronica go off alone, and
it's not about control. It's not about letting people do things. You can't control people. You can't control their choices. It's being. I've been surrounded by heroes my whole life. It's been my whole life. Everything has been heroes, and the way I see heroes, it's not about saying what people can or can't do or controlling them or changing them. It's about helping them when they're in need. And if we're going to be kind of hero that I've always wanted to be, is the kind of person that no matter who you are or what you are or where you come from, I will be there to help. And if we're going to be the kind of people who say, because I need to do this thing, it's okay for me to hurt someone.
I never knew what I was doing when I did it, but now I realize I haven't done right by this team. And if I'm ever gonna gestures with his arm, with his broken arm. If I get out of this, and even if you'll still have me back on the team, I need to do better. I need to be better.
That's the thing. I don't know if there's a team anymore. I'll have to talk to Evie. But the thing is, if we can't stick to our morals and what it means to be a hero, then maybe we shouldn't be. Maybe we need to take a step back and think about what we're really doing. Because as fucked up as what happened to you and to Evie and my brother, I mean, I don't know if there is a way to change that from happening, but the events that led up to it, we definitely could have done a lot better by ourselves and by the people that mean something to us.
Yeah.
I brought you, I don't know what flavor of Jell-O you like, so I brought you red.
Thank you.
I'll go find your sister. I wish you weren't in such rough shape. I wouldn't feel like such a fucking asshole.
I'm sorry, I didn't hear that. Can you repeat that again?
Yeah, Ada said, I wish you were in better shape because then I wouldn't feel like such a fucking asshole.
You're not the. I think it's clear that you're not the asshole in this situation.
First thing we have to do when we find Animus and Ronnie isn't stopping them, it's apologizing to them.
Exactly. I'm with you there.
Are you? Because you didn't seem to be like it back then when it counted.
Rachel, I'm going to have you
Yes.
complete your drive. Tell someone how your true feelings for them.
Yeah, well, I was going to do that anyways.
Oh boy. Yeah.
How many people have completed their drives now? I have.
No,
it's
a beacon. It's a beacon thing.
I know, but don't each of us have things we complete? Because I had. Oh, that was moment of truth, wasn't it?
Right.
Never mind.
Have you had yours yet?
Me?
Yeah.
I had mine with Todd.
No, that was
you mean our intimacy moves?
Oh,
Yeah.
That's what you mean.
Yeah. I have done my moment of truth, though. Yeah, I've already used it.
Okay.
I used it last season.
We both did. I can't remember what my intimacy move is because it doesn't put it on the character sheet, so it's just gone out of my mind.
I'll check it really quick because I think we triggered a few of them here. Intimacy move for Beacon. When you share a vulnerability or weakness with someone, I don't know if you necessarily did that with Todd, but I think you did with Evie.
Yeah.
Ask them to confirm or deny that you should be here. If they confirm it, mark potential and give them influence over you. If they deny it, mark angry and shift one label up and one label down. Your choice. But Todd, I think you hit your intimacy move for this conversation.
The vulnerability one?
Yeah.
I think Todd says, look, you go be with your brother or your girlfriend, do what you need to do. I want to tell you something about more problem from earlier when Sinclair first went to me to work together. I said no. I thought I wasn't ready. But then Redtail, who I've only worked with for a few weeks, he said to me that I was ready. And now I have friends that I don't deserve. I don't need you to like the guy. I just need you to understand why I've been sticking with him. Go do it. Do what you need to do.
You have additional influence over him now, which means you can automatically shift one of his labels up and down.
Oh, that's so fun! Oh, I love it.
And I get to add a team to the pool.
Yeah. Ada is standing in the doorway. She's got like 3 other pudding cups in her hand of various sizes and flavors. She says, I don't think that any of us are ever really ready. It's just about not knowing what is the most useful thing to do, but what is the right thing to do. And she's gonna walk out.
And Todd just like stares at the Joe, and like that's the last panel of the scene. Like he doesn't really touch it. How do you know how to go with the labels, or are you gonna say the flavor?
Because you got additional influence over him when you already had it, so you automatically change one of his labels up and another down.
Oh, I just do it right now.
Yeah.
Okay.
I mean, you can wait a bit if you want to like message it while we're doing the next scene.
Yeah, I think I would pull his superior down another and up his mundane.
Okay, sounds good.
Okay.
So I currently have a superior to 1, which started as my highest stat. And then my danger and savior are 2, and my freak is -1.
Okay.
I'm just fucking your shit up real
Yep.
good.
I would like to snap back to the base of villains. The League of Villains, if you will.
Every villain is Lemon. That's what we also know.
So how's it going in villain?
Great.
Veronica's hovering over Animus and Source Code, sort of waiting for some kind of message from Prospero or the person she was supposed to meet to show up. She's really doesn't know what to do.
So I think after a while, Animus sort of reaches the end of his search, and he puts in the new entry. And then he turns to Veronica. No luck with the database, but I have a plan.
Okay, what is it?
So we need to find a way to get into a local database, right? One that would record every power that comes through its area, which would be a hospital.
Okay.
We can kill 2 birds with 1 stone. We can hit another hospital, see if they have anything of use to us, and at the same time, get access to all of their records. Now, this would be violating HIPAA policies, especially not only because I would have access to the data, but also my data gets uploaded to Dr. Moreno's backups, all of it. So theoretically, she would also have my data. However, I can have her delete the last 24 hours to 48 hours of data, and it would only be a problem if I were to reset. But that way, we can keep our HIPAA violation very low, and we can still function.
Animus, technically in the eyes of a lot of people, we're bad guys. I don't think we should worry about violating HIPAA. I understand your concern. I really do, but I don't think that should be at the top of our list of, things to look out for.
Well, I mean, we have to draw a line somewhere, and that's someone's private, personal life. That's their healthcare.
In the grand scheme of things, I don't think that,
In the grand scheme of things, this is going to be a lot of people's personal data.
But just shared between you and, what? The doctor? 2 people.
And Todd.
What do you mean Todd still has access to you?
Well, yes and no. Todd had access to me. I locked him out. However, I can't lock Todd out of having access to my backup data to my uplink service because I sort of did that before everything kind of went down. It was I listed Dr. Moreno and Todd as sort of if anything happens to me and I die, who gets my data? And that would be Dr. Moreno and Todd.
Okay, well, I guess we'll make sure that, you don't die. Okay,
Regardless, Ronnie, I'm having Dr. Moreno delete the data after I upload it.
That's fine. That's fine. I don't know if there's any other way for us to figure out who this person is.
That does mean that you would have to re-upload your schematics and all of that if I were to reset, but I don't think that doesn't seem likely.
She looks at source code and she's like, would that be a problem?
I don't know. I mean, it should be easy enough to re-upload the data. You did it once before.
All right. Okay, well, we'll make sure you won't reset somehow. We won't push your limits or something. I don't know. I don't know any other way to figure this out. And I don't think we can just sit around here and wait.
Right. So I'm going to the hospital. Would you want to come with me?
Yeah. We'll,
okay. I'd feel better that way.
We need to get you something to cover all this up, like a hoodie or something. We don't need to really be noticed.
I don't know that I'll fit in a hoodie, Ronnie.
There are a lot of people here a lot bigger than you, surprisingly.
Well, then I suppose I can borrow theirs.
Yeah, she's going to go find like some kind of hoodie from like a bigger person to try and make Animus look as nondescript as possible.
Nondescript giant robot boy.
Okay, he's like
make him into a giant man.
Fucking what's his name from Justice League could wear a hoodie, and I imagine he's the same size as Animus, so
Okay, I guess.
I'm not far off.
Except Animus is like 7 feet tall.
And that's a little bit of exaggeration.
How tall is Animus?
He was 7 feet tall.
You weren't supposed to agree.
We said that from the beginning. I can't just go back and change it.
We were supposed to make Dave not realize he was right, so I could on him.
Yeah, like I think it would have to be more the things that where it's just a big trench coat and a hat.
If I can't con my GM into believing me, I'm not doing good.
Wait a minute. What if we don't disguise me? What if we hurt me?
I don't.
Me into the hospital as a patient.
We've never taken you to the hospital before.
There's a first time for everything. I've never been a villain before either.
Okay, you're not a villain, Animus.
I know, but you know what? I've never been considered a villain before.
Okay.
I'm on the villain list now.
How are we going to hurt you?
You said there were people here bigger than me, right?
I don't really... I don't know if this is a good idea.
It won't be that bad. It just needs to be enough to injure my human tissue. Something that, something that a healthcare provider would be able to take care of.
What are you going to do? Get in there all beat up and then sneak out of your room?
Yes. It's not a bad... Drake, tell her it's not a bad plan.
Look, I am not someone who breaks into hospitals in this regards. I break in the way that we did for the other database.
The smart way. The way that doesn't hurt anyone.
Yeah.
It's a local. We can't get in without being there. It's a local database. Shouldn't you know this?
Drake, you're sure
Yeah, I know this, but I've also never tried to steal medical files. It's really not been something that has come up a lot.
Well, this is a first for me too, but Veronica, and Animus puts his hands on her shoulders. You have to trust me on this one. You brought me here to help. Let me help you.
Okay. She's going to take a step back and just look around for what's his fucking name? Soul Slayer? Is that his name?
Yep. Soul Slayer, you're second in command.
No, but
no, he's just good at punches.
We said he punches good. Fuck no, Soul Slayer is the bottom of the fucking hierarchy. The lowest he can get.
Okay.
She just looks around. Soul Slayer, where are you? She's looking through the group, just calling his name out.
Yeah.
Oh, God.
He's wearing a mask that changes his voice. It's very Kylo Ren looking.
I hate it so much.
I will finish what my grandfather started.
Thank you.
Angry. I'm so mad. She just rolls her eyes and walks up to him and is like, I need a favor from you.
Okay.
I need you to beat the shit out of Animus.
Enough to knock me unconscious, but not enough to hurt me so bad that I can't get up after being unconscious.
He won't.
You got a very small window here.
Yeah.
Why don't you just turn yourself off?
Why don't you just do what I asked you to do?
Okay, fine.
And he just clocks you really hard. And I'd like you to take a powerful blow.
Cool. How do I do that?
Well, I think you roll to take a powerful blow.
Well, how do I do that?
Roll conditions.
Okay, thank you.
You're welcome.
I also think this applies to, don't you have I am not my body? So you can roll as if you had -2. That makes
You
sense?
are correct.
Yes.
Todd, the master of everyone's skills.
I'm the one person in this house who remembers things.
I don't. What is rules? Katie has corrupted me.
I've never followed a rule ever in my life.
I know. It's horrifyingly amazing. Okay, sorry. It took me a bit to realize you rolled a 7.
Did.
Okay. So, choose one. You lash out verbally, provoke a teammate to foolhardy action, or take advantage of your influence to inflict a condition. You give ground, your opposition gets an opportunity, or you struggle past the pain mark 2 conditions.
Do I have influence on you, Veronica?
Sorry, it just started pouring. I don't know. You should have that on your list.
Oh, that's right. No, I don't. You're the one person I don't have.
No one
influence
has
over.
influence over Veronica, but I have
You're
influence.
the influence.
I have influence
want
over
it.
all of you.
Gimme.
No.
Then I guess I'll give ground because I'm not trying to resist.
Okay. I think that we'll say that that's enough to just knock you down and out.
Goodbye.
Or, you know what?
Bye.
No,
What?
we're not doing that.
What? No? What? But David, I rolled a 7.
He pulls back to punch you again, and as he's about to just throw his fist again, this time it looks like it's probably going to be a solid blow straight at your head.
What are you doing, Dave?
Door to the outside of the base, you hear a knock on its metal door.
So does he stop like mid-punch?
Yeah, I think everyone sort of like turns to look because it was not a quiet knock.
Okay. You two just wait. She's gonna go over to the door and put her ear against it. Does she hear anything? God damn it. Do we have a little sliding window thingy like all good villain bases should have?
Yeah, you do.
She's gonna slide it open and just like look out into whatever, the exit.
You see a woman there in her late 20s with brown hair, and she's just looking at you.
Do I recognize her?
Yes.
Whomst is it?
It is the person from the sky.
Love it. Cool.
And who wants to see a picture?
Yeah.
There's a link in chat.
It's Emily Brown.
Emily Browning. Oh, I love her. Sorry, Animus. Veronica's jumping ship.
Damn it.
She just looks. Veronica looks at her. What can I do for you?
Open up.
Why?
First off, I saved your asses.
You also
Second
hurt some
off,
innocent people and destroyed our base.
It would have been destroyed either way.
I'm not sure about that.
Second off, you're supposed to know that I'm coming.
Yeah, doesn't mean I have to, like it or accept it. She slams the window shut and opens the door.
Thanks.
What's your name?
Dark Sun.
Well, I have someone you'd probably like to meet. Hey, Soul Slayer.
Who is this?
He can show you around.
Do you think I need to be shown around?
I don't know who you are. I think nothing of you.
Feel free to think what you like.
Which is nothing, she pointed out.
Thank you, Animus. What do you have for me from Prospero?
I have this delivered in the next week, and it is a dark black canister that has a little thumbprint scanner on it, and she lists off an address in the lower boroughs that you're supposed to deliver it to. You recognize the part of town it's in, and it's almost a labyrinth maze of old broken buildings and other
Sort of
things.
familiar to like where Ronnie lived or squatted, I guess.
It's actually even more like broken down and rebuilt on more times than that area.
Yeah, she's going to just hold it in her hands. Does she recognize what it is at all?
No, you do not. It seems to be a package that would, when the correct thumbprint is scanned, open up and reveal what's inside.
Who's this going to?
I thought Prospero told you it's one of our contacts, one of our operatives.
I was hoping for some more information.
Look, I don't know who it goes to off the top of my head. I can try to think about it and see if I remember, but you'll probably figure it out when you go to meet them.
Can I pierce the mask?
Yeah, go for it.
It's gonna be fun because it's just gonna be a flat roll because I'm angry.
Okay.
I've been angry for 8 sessions. We
Okay.
haven't even played that many.
Pierce the mask. On a 7 to 9, ask 1. What are you really planning? What do you want me to do? What do you intend to do? How could I get your character to blank? How could I gain influence over you?
What are you really planning?
Okay. I think she is planning on basically, I think you get the impression that she is going to be there and do what you say unless she has conflicting orders from Prospero.
Okay, this is fun. Okay, so I got a week to do this then?
Yeah, from what I understand, a week is the most time you have.
Yeah,
It can wait a couple days, but I wouldn't push it to the deadline at least.
yeah, that's fine. We have some things to take care of. She's gonna look back at Soul Slayer. Continue.
Soul Slayer sort of shrugs and decks Animus again.
Just Ronnie goes, ooh.
Is this normal habit for...
Actually, no.
I was gonna try to see what was in that box.
Does Animus pass out? Is he unconscious?
I think if you don't do anything, the next hit is gonna knock him unconscious.
I don't think she's gonna stand in front of Soul Slayer and look at, a sort of beat up Animus and just go, this is gonna hurt a little bit. And she's gonna take her gloves off and touch on his arms, the places where he has, flesh, and she's going to drain enough to knock him out.
Ooh, I don't know if Animus likes that.
Well,
Are you going to try to resist it, though?
I mean, he'd have enough time. She's taking her gloves off as she talks, just like,
Oh,
gonna
yes.
hurt a little bit.
Yeah, I think Animus kind of steps back and goes, I mean, Ronnie, the plan's off now, right? She just walked right through our door.
Do you still want this information or not? It may be more than we're being told. We don't have to do this, but it might help us.
You have to do it like that?
What else do you want me to do?
I think he holds out his arms.
She's gonna touch his little skin parts. Just a little touch. Just, she knows when to pull back. It's
What?
not enough to hurt him
What?
for good.
Yeah,
Enough to knock him out.
Animus is out.
Good night.
Set an alarm. She looks back at Soul Slayer. if you'll drop him at the emergency room, the closest hospital, they'll take him in.
Yeah, okay.
I'll be waiting. I have a way to get to him. But I don't want to be seen.
Okay, I trust you.
Yeah. I'm in charge here.
Yeah, it's. I mean, you just literally ordered me to beat someone up, so it's still odd.
Are you complaining?
I'm not complaining, just confused.
Just do what I asked you or you're going to end up like him, okay?
Okay. And I think that as this is happening, we snap back to the hospital where Ada is waiting for her brother to come out of surgery.
She's asleep in a chair. It's been a stressful day. She's taking a nap.
And after a bit, I think that the doctors come out and tell you that he's out of surgery, he's stable and awake, and that the visitors can see him now.
Cool. Is it just me that's there, or are my parents there?
Your parents and your brother are there.
Okay. So all 4 of us. Nope. Yes, 4 plus 1 is, there's 5 of us total.
Well, 6 in the room, actually. There is one person besides your family that is there.
Who is it?
Sister.
Yeah.
Wait, I'm sorry, I didn't hear you.
It's Todd's sister.
Oh, okay.
Matt is dating Tess.
Really?
We all should have seen this coming, yet none of us did.
Honestly, like, I came up with it, I wrote the idea down, and then Levi and Rachel were like, hey, what if this? And I'm like, yeah. Because reporter superhero is honestly a pretty good ship still.
I think I storm into the room and I ignore everybody else. And I how bad of shape is he in?
Oh, very bad. He has bandages wrapped around nearly his entire body.
Sorry. I just thought of a funny thing. Like Squidward.
Yeah, I was gonna say like Squidward, or the man who.
I like that your mind went to Squidward and my mind went to the episode of Cowboy Bebop when Spike gets in the fight and he's got a... That's a... Whoop!
I didn't think of Isaiah.
Levi, where'd your mind go?
Let's go round table.
Like my mind went, what the fuck, David?
On that note, moving on.
I'm gonna go
out, so Dingo, you don't get a turn because Levi was mean to me.
I go up and I think she goes to like grab his like shirt or whatever, but then he's like covered in bandages. And so it's not. So she just like puts her hand on like the covers near where he is. And she's, if you ever do anything, if you ever pull shit like that again, you won't have to worry about a villain killing you because I will do it.
Hi, Ada.
Can I hug you?
If it would help.
I don't want to hurt you any more than you're hurt.
I think he like reaches out one of his hands that's slightly less covered in bandages and holds it out for you. What I did was reckless, but waiting for you would not have helped. There was...
I see that now. I'm glad that everything turned out okay. Yeah, you're fine. Because if anything had happened to you, I don't know what I'd do with myself.
I think your eldest brother
Does
goes...
he have a name?
I'm blanking on it.
Let's call him
Eric.
Let's call him. Oh, it's Eric. He's right. It is Eric.
You're right. Thank you. Yeah.
Thank you. It's my NPC. I made him and I forgot his name. Like a good sibling.
I think he puts like a hand on your shoulder gently, and while Matt squeezes the hand of yours that you put in his, and in the corner, your dad is looking between Matt and your mother, who is crying right now.
I'm also crying.
Yeah. And literally no one in the room is like, everyone is relieved that Matt is alive and pulled through, but there's just this heavy tension still. I think in the quietness, you hear your mom whisper, "I'll kill her, I'll fucking kill her."
I mean, Ada doesn't have anything to say to that because I think she kind of agrees.
How long do you stay in the room?
Probably until someone chooses out or until Matt falls asleep.
Yeah, I think after about half an hour, one of the nurses says that visitation hours are over and that you're going to have to leave the room so he can rest. Especially because he's recovering from a major surgery, which involved a little bit of warning for medical stuff. He had to have a substantial amount of skin grafted back onto his body after the damage that was done to him, as well as bones had to be restructured.
Oh, that's fine. I'm good. He's not going to be doing any superhero work for a while or ever again.
The doctors didn't say either way on that. It wasn't really even with your family. It wasn't even asked. And I think a little after visitation hours end, you receive a call.
Who is it from?
It's from a number you don't recognize.
Yeah, I will. I'll pick it up.
Hello, Soroka.
Yes.
This is I'm blanking on what I called him. The agent that talked to you.
Give me 2 secs.
Yeah.
I've got it here somewhere. Session 1. No, it'll be here. Agent Jameson.
Yes. It's Agent Jameson from Aegis. I'm sorry to hear about what happened.
It's fine.
I know this is a tough time, and just want to say that it'd be a shame if heroes like you weren't out in the field still, even after tough times like these, and that my department is willing to assist you however we can.
I'll. I have to get back to you.
We understand. Just take care of yourself.
I hang up. I want to go hang around with my girlfriend and heal a little bit because it's been an exhausting day and I just want to be with her. Is she still here?
I snuck out.
Don't joke because no one would put that past you.
Repeat, I'm sorry.
Oh, no, I was joking.
I'm sorry. Okay. But yeah, I imagine that the panels cut to Nova and Evie sitting in the
Those are
shush.
that's the same
I'm
person.
It's okay.
Nova, her clone, her other clone.
Like Orphan Black.
That's what happened when you left her alone with this hospital. She got cloned.
Whoops.
Oopsie.
We see Evie and Ada hanging out with each other. Todd sitting in his room with the door cracking open and your sister peering in. We see Ada's entire family and looking and sitting in the waiting room until visitation hours are coming again. And we see Animus dropped on the front steps of the hospital.
Veronica is waiting like 10 minutes and then portaling to the hospital. Like in a bathroom or something, so she's nondescript. She's got her hoodie pulled up. She's going to just, like those weird people that like roam the halls of hospitals, that's what she's gonna do. Just keeping an eye, on the whole situation.
I think that
That
within
also means I'm up to 4 Doom tracks out of 5, so.
well, cool.
Just wanted to let you know. I haven't portaled in a hot second. Just wanted to remind you guys that it kills me every time I do it.
Yeah, I know. We see Animus taken into the hospital, and as they end up taking him in, you hear shouts about, hey, we got an unconscious person, wheel them in, not sure what their condition is, take them to urgent care. Are you following these noises?
160%.
You end up roaming halls with your hoodie on and seeing an unconscious animist be taken to the urgent care section. And then, before you can close the distance and see what's going on in the area they have him, you hear hushed murmurs, and then the wheels of the cart start turning again and rush back into the hallway and towards the secluded hero ward. And they go past the doors that close behind.
Veronica is not going to make any sudden movements or anything. She doesn't want any attention pulled to her. So I think she's going to do, because she knows well enough that Animus would need a little time to gain consciousness anyway. So she is going to just sort of do a little walk around. And then I think, against her better judgment, she's going to try to... Would you say she's been in this hospital before, Dave?
Probably.
It's Naomi's hospital, right? So she's been here. Sorry, I just read chat. She's going to portal one more time. Thus going to 5 doom tracks. Sorry. And making Dingo mad. Into what she would know as like the nurse's locker room. So she can't, in the hero ward, so she can steal some scrubs and identification.
Okay. Animus.
And I am marking, I don't know which one I'm marking yet. I'll let you know. I have to read what they do.
Yeah. Animus. As you regain consciousness, your electronic eyes light up, your motors whir to life again. And as you sort of move to adjust yourself, you find that there are 2 heavy metal binders holding you to not even a hospital bed, but a thick metal table attached directly to a support column of the building.
Oh. You had to put it to a support column of the building, huh?
You're not innocent, Dave. I just want you to know that. You're not innocent.
Okay, to be fair, who did crimes first?
Katie did. So
And you publicly endorsed them.
Are these electronic or are they lock and key?
That's a good question.
That is a good question. That's why I asked it.
I'm trying to think about what they would be. They're not like... I would say they're electronic, but they're like the electronic sci-fi sort of looking ones that are like giant metal bands, and the only like electronics that you see is like a red or a green LED.
Okay, so it's not directly like controlling the lock mechanism.
Right. Now that you can see.
Boo. Is there any Jello nearby?
Are you just hoping that there's Jello because it's a hospital?
Well, yes.
Legally, hospitals have to have Jello, Dave.
In every room
Yes.
at all times.
As soon as you get in there.
As soon, like they're putting in an IV and handing you a cup of Jello. That's the rule.
Okay. Does Ronnie have a phone on her? Ronnie didn't take a phone?
Ronnie destroyed her phone, remember?
Fun. Cool.
Fun, you mean. And we see you standing there. Are you trying to do anything in particular or just look around?
Who are you talking to? Veronica or me? Oh, am I standing up? They didn't even put me in a bed?
Well, I think it makes more sense that you're standing because once they assessed your damages, because I'm not really sure how exactly a bed would be held directly to a support pillar of a building.
No, I get it. This hurts my feelings. He doesn't even get a bed.
I think it looked like a bed at first because it like had a little and then like the camera pans around in the scene and you see that he's actually standing.
Yeah, I think Animus is gonna Hulk out of this binding.
Okay. You're gonna have to unleash your powers.
Gonna do it. Roll
It'll be fun.
that
What happens?
freak.
Full hit. Okay. Yeah.
I do it.
You overcame an obstacle. And you tear chunks out of the support pillar as you do so. And you hear the sound of wrenching metal and metal beam bending and then snapping some. And you see the entire pillar that you were attached to just askew some in the middle of the room now.
Yeah. Animus kind of looks it up and down and assesses it. I will have to come back to that. And I think he's going to go find like a server room in this hospital or some sort of entry point, like a nurse's station that's empty, that doesn't have a nurse in it.
Yeah.
Or actually, hospital rooms have those computers in the room that doctors can use to like look up your file, right? So he can just use that.
Not to get into this because those are hooked up. Wait, would that work?
Yeah, because it would be on the local servers to find your file.
This is just technicality. I don't know how real world wants to be, but they are connected to medical records, which is connected to, because it's how like the CPA.
But are they connected to the internet? Is my question.
They have internal internet. They have an.
But is the internal internet is that computer also connected to the external internet? Because it would need all like the database of files, maybe active files are on that.
Ours were, because whenever our internet went down, everything was fucked.
Yeah, I think they have live case files that are in the doctor's computers that can be accessed with proper, username and password of doctors, but the whole database of like historical files is not kept in a location.
That's probably kept in a creepy basement, isn't it?
Or a server room in the basement, yes.
Take me to the server room in the basement. Please and thank you.
Okay. Veronica, as Animus wanders to the basement, what are you doing?
Well, I was going to steal some scrubs and break into a locker to find like a key card or anything, you know. And was going to go find Animus. You know, just she was going to walk around like she belonged there, because that's, you know, if she doesn't lock eyes with anyone, doesn't say anything to anyone, then she's just a regular nurse, you know. And she is going to attempt to find Animus, but like, does she hear the fucking supports going out in half of the building?
I don't know. I think what happens is you don't really have a good way of telling where Animus is, and the rooms are just have numbers on it. It doesn't have like resident of this, and so
Man,
you
I was hoping there'd
are
be a whiteboard behind the nurses' station with where everyone is.
no,
God damn
because
it.
with it being superheroes, they have to be very careful about letting people know who's in what room, etc. And I think you are opening doors and peeking in, and sometimes it's just some random hero that you haven't seen.
She'll
And
just be like, getting vital signs. She's completely into this.
and you open up the door to one of the rooms and peek your head in, and Evie's in the bed.
Ooh. Is it just Evie in this room? Is her mom in there? Is Ada in there? Is
Nope.
it just
No one else
Evie,
is there
Dave?
right now.
Past
It's just Evie right now.
Okay, I can handle this. Is Evie asleep, or are you awake?
No, she's awake. It's not like she doesn't sleep very well, so
She
she probably like, oh my gosh, you go, I'm sorry.
I was gonna say she probably opens the door and realizes that it's Evie, and she's like in the middle of just, you know, some excuse, and she pauses way too long, like with the door open. And just like this blank stare on her eye, like on her face.
Evie looks at her too, and it's so late, and she sees her in the scrubs and everything, and she's like, "When'd you become a nurse?" But it's very like, I could have said that more sarcastically.
What are you doing in here?
She like looks at her IVs and all her bandages, and she's like, "What does it look like I'm doing in here?"
What happened to you, Evie? She's like walked in by this point and closed the door behind her.
What always happens, I got into a fight that I shouldn't have gotten into. I got thrown out of the air into the concrete, but I'm fine.
You don't look fine.
What are you doing here? Why are you in scrubs?
You don't look fine, Evie. What were you fighting? What happened? I think like you can see she's like slowly putting the ends together that you were probably in that fight.
Yeah. It was some woman, I don't know what her name was, but she had this
Black Sun.
Is that her name? Like the song? Oh no, the song is
That is her name, right, Dave?
Isn't it? Is it?
Dark Sun.
Dark Sun.
Dark Sun.
That's close.
Yeah. It was her. Todd and I were on the way to come find you and Animus, and then there was this big fight.
I told you not to look for me.
Ronnie,
thought I was pretty clear.
Ronnie, we've been through a lot, and you've always been my best friend. I'm not gonna just not try and find you.
I told you not to.
I don't care. I'm gonna listen. I listened to what Animus said on the TV, and I agree with everything that he said, considering what I've dealt with, what I've been put through. But that doesn't mean that I want to go and fight against heroes or be a villain or something.
I'm not a villain. I'm not a villain, Evie.
I know you're not, but
I'm trying to help people like me, people like you. Evie, we didn't ask to be this way, and they've used us for their own good, and I don't want to do it anymore.
I don't feel like when I left where I grew up and my dad and everything, when I left, I wanted to do good with the shit that he gave me, even if I didn't want it. I had it, and I don't think. I know you're not a villain, and I agree with what you're doing. I just don't think that you're going about it the right way.
What else am I supposed to do? Nobody's on my side, Evie.
Honey, I'm on your side. I just told you. And
You want me to stop? You're not on my side, Evie. I
don't
have to do this, okay?
do what? Why can't you do it and not have to worry about like running from the law or breaking rules? You know, I'm all about breaking rules, but you don't have to do it like this. If you don't like what it's like, you don't have to go behind our backs and change your alliance. I don't know.
Look, I just want to make the world a better place, okay? Maybe Helios was more right than we knew. As much as I hate to say that. I need to go, Evie. Just forget you saw me, okay?
Ronnie, don't go.
I have to go. She's just backing out to leave.
Evie is probably, she's moving like she wants to like reach out and grab her, but she really can't because all the stuff that she's plugged up to, she can't really get out of bed.
I think,
To be fair, if you turned on your powers at all, you could literally just walk away and that stuff would pop out because
you know what? Actually,
do you want to do this? Do you want to
it's
do
not
this?
it's not
Yeah.
like you're constrained like a regular human.
Oh no!
she would do that. That's not me being like, I
No,
want
I
to be cool
know.
and walk out. Evie would do that because
I
she's
know.
been looking for Bonnie for months. And she's finally here and she's leaving. And Evie doesn't want her to go.
Yeah, Veronica just stops short and turns back at her and just goes, "Don't follow me."
Evie looks her in the eye and rips out her IVs. And she's just like, can you just stay here?
Evie, back off or I'll hurt you.
Evie wouldn't, so I'm gonna.
I think as you pull out the last of your IVs, you just feel a little unstable, and you just sort of set your foot a little out wider to catch your balance really quick. And you just are squaring up
Yeah.
in front of Veronica.
Yeah. She's like, if you want to hurt me, I don't run away from fights.
I don't want to hurt you, but I will, Evie. I need to go, and I don't
What do you
need you
need to
following
do?
me. So, Dave. Veronica's getting a little emotional and testy. Can I roll for my my burn that I took from the other move that I took? I can't fucking remember what it was.
Oh.
You want to
From
roll the burn
Nova.
move from Nova?
Yeah, from the Nova. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm gonna roll my conditions.
On a hit, roll plus. On a hit, hold 3. So hold 3
I
on
will
17.
mark a condition though.
Mm-hmm.
And I think she's going to mark. I think she's going to mark guilty because she knows what she's planning to do and she doesn't. She feels horrible.
Animus. You are making your ways through the halls of the hospital.
Mm-hmm.
How are you trying to avoid being noticed as this giant robot walking around?
That's a good question.
With metal cuffs.
I hope you just
still.
wrapped a sheet around yourself.
I think. Does he have the little like patient robe? Does he have like a really big one?
I think there was one lying in the room, but you weren't in it when you woke up.
Okay, I think he would have gotten into the robe, grabbed like the little IV cart, and I think he's hoping that the cuffs sort of blend in with his general metallic demeanor.
They are of similar metal color to your body, so.
And I think he's walking with the IV as like, when patients get up to like walk around and.
You just found one and just took it, one like waiting in the hall to be moved to a room or something.
Probably, or like if there was one in the room itself, because usually they'll hook you up to like, sometimes they hook you up to like, just saline.
Yeah, but you're a robot.
But I'm also a little bit of a man.
But mostly a robot.
But still a little bit of a man.
Yes, hair on his chest.
Half man, half robot.
Half boy.
I'm a part boy, part robot.
Protector of what the fuck's the name of our city?
Halcyon.
Halcyon. Protector and king of Halcyon City.
The next boy mayor of Halcyon.
Yeah, this is just going to be...
Animus gives monthly talks at Halcyon City's local safety town. Thank you.
I believe that, actually. As you are working your way to through the halls, you find a stairwell that you believe leads down to the basement based on the schematics that you downloaded from the hospital. And that's when you get a message from Todd.
What does it say?
I'm sorry. I think Todd's kind of waiting for a response back because he's going to say things that he doesn't want to like go into the ether.
Yeah, Animus sees this and I think he stops. And he messaged back. Of course you are. But you should have thought of that before you yelled at me. Before you told me I was nothing but a computer. That I should keep my mouth shut and do as I'm told. do what I was programmed to do.
When there's
You
like,
should have thought of that before you did that.
yeah, there's like dots disappears. When was
Were you
this?
sorry then?
I would never treat you that way. If I did, tell me what I need to do to make it up to you. I'll do anything.
I think Animus sends the file of the memory, like as a video, to Todd. And he says,
Oh.
I'm not an idiot. And I won't be treated this way.
Todd, after watching this, he looks like he's about to throw up. He's so sickened by this. This isn't right. Someone's lied to you. I would never. You need to trust me on this.
I can't trust you. The only person I can trust is Veronica.
And
She would never
And-
treat me like this.
Then I would like to let you know, a few weeks ago, I put a manual shutdown protocol in you. Veronica has access. If that's the case, she probably ought to know this.
Wait, say that again?
Basically, I tell her, I tell you about the manual shutdown protocol, and I say, if she's the only one you trust, she might as well know about this. And then I say, tell her that if she ever needs it, if you're ever in trouble, tell her to say, user Veronica, initiate shutdown, passcode daffodils.
I think what happens, Animus, is you don't shut down, but you see daffodils, a basket of them being carried in a basket in someone's arm. Your eyes pan up. Your eyes pan up. And they see a woman with soft, light brown hair smiling at you, telling you to come on and follow her. And you look down and you see short little legs carrying you, toddling after her. And you see your arms reach up, and her other arm wraps down around you and lifts you onto her shoulder. And you stare, sitting on her shoulders, head resting on top of hers. You look at the sky and the white clouds surrounding it on the outskirts of the city, looking away from the pollution-covered area behind you. And you hear your mother's voice say, you know, Mommy will always love you. And then your vision snaps back to the sensors in the gray hallway on the stairway to the basement. And you hear, not you, but everyone hears a metallic groan. And those in rooms see the ceiling shake a little as little bits of plaster and dust fall from the ceilings, and the groan grows a little louder as you see the ceiling slowly start to tilt downwards. And that's where we're going to end for tonight.
Fuck.
Fuck you, David.
Hey, David, the next person whose window I'm throwing a rock through is going to be yours.
Can I kick down the window like that Big Bird video?
Yes.
Hold on, I have to chug the rest of this just real quick.
Exactly that.
Oh, oof.
Oh,
I have to laugh or else I'm going to cry.
I didn't like any of this.
Oh, God, I don't
Take
like
your
it.
fucking sunglasses off. You don't deserve to wear them.
This is Grant energy right now.
Shut the hell your mouth.
Shut the hell your mouth. Well, folks, I guess we'll say our goodbyes because I'm mad. We will start with the fucking worst person in the world, Dave.
Hi, I'm Dave, the worst person in the world. You can find me on Twitter at ccdash2224. You can also find me running this game on Tuesday nights. As like tonight, we are going to be starting later and running later. But if you want to see me torture people in other capacities, you can tune in on Monday nights starting at 8 p.m. EST for Monster of the Week. You can also find me as a player getting tortured by Matthias on twitch.tv/off_the-table on Friday nights in Urban Shadow, San Guajona, The Claiming. Midnight Crew for life.
The bad group that nobody likes. It doesn't matter. Just throw that.
Yeah,
group aside.
the bad group
Hey.
of nasty apples.
Excuse
I
us,
like
but we
them.
are too legit.
Me.
Too legit to quit.
Just because I did one
You
hot
But you are not legit.
You
And
killed our
therefore, you
father.
must quit.
Thank
I
you.
haven't done it yet.
You're the only person I respect because no one else knows Hot Rod, and you know Hot Rod.
I know Hot
Hot Rod.
Honestly,
It's my favorite movie.
group hot rod night sometime.
Okay, we have to do that.
Oh,
I
that
want you to
Andy
know when
Samberg-
we were in Seattle, at least 58% of Dave's conversation was about Hot Rod.
I love Hot Rod. We watched it on my brother's birthday.
Wait, is that the Andy Samberg movie?
Yes.
Yes.
Oh, I haven't seen that in years.
The best
Oh, it's
Andy
so
Samberg
good.
movie.
It's the only movie that matters.
It's the only movie with
Literally
I
every
liked
other
it
movie
so much as a kid.
doesn't exist.
Oh my gosh.
Over to you, Levi.
I'm Levi. You can find me at LeviPhipps97 on Twitter. You can also see me getting hurt but liking it. You can also find me tomorrow at twitch.tv/CapricornCross. 7 Eastern. That's all I got.
sounds Right.
Yeah, the Chronicles, yeah. But yeah, that's all I got set in stone as for right now.
Rachel, what about you?
What about me? Hi, everyone. I'm Rachel. You can find me on Twitter at @r_Omulus. You can find me at Dave's house with this big knife.
Honestly, valid, fair.
She's been waiting
Go
so
for
long
it.
to bring that knife out, everyone.
You know, threats have gradually gotten more serious from me.
Yeah.
From you saying you were going to dump all my shampoo in my yard and put a sprinkler on it. And
Yeah.
That was a good threat.
Yeah. Anyways, you can find me here on Tuesdays, and you can find me on off_the-table on Twitch on Thursdays at whatever time I get off work. And yeah, Twitch bans you for me.
Or are you pulling a fucking knife?
Yeah, it's my knife. What am I supposed to do? I also
Bought
play.
it with my money.
I bought it with my. I'm sorry. I'm very tired.
Hello, welcome to twitch.tv/katieface, where all we do is reference Andy Samberg stuff and off the tip.
Or inside jokes.
Or the McElroys.
Or the McElroys. That's it.
That's all you need.
Anyways,
That's it.
I also play in Urban Shadows, Sanguihona the Claiming, High Noon. Pew pew pew.
What?
Pew 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 pew.
It's
I think those are the only active games I have right now.
Dingus, Dingo, Ding Dong. What about you?
You can find me on Twitter at Where's My Dingus, where I retweet a bunch of the stuff I do. Like tomorrow, I'm going to be back here for the Summer of Spooks. And then Thursday, I will be on Indoor Adventure playing Ghosts of Saltmarsh. And then Friday, I will be on Off the Table for Sanguihona the Claiming, Midnight Crew. And then Monday, I'll be back here playing Monster of the Week. And that's it.
And Emily.
Oh, hi. If you want, you can follow me at Neckware with 2 R's at the end. On Twitter, I don't stream anything but this, so yeah.
But she talks about a lot of weeb shit on her
I
Twitter.
do talk about a lot of anime, and I retweet very dumb things. So if you want to get into that life, then go ahead and follow me. Yeah.
And me, you know where to find me. Like has been said, we're here on Mondays, either early in the afternoon playing Inspectors or late in the evening playing Monster of the Week. We're here for Masks. Tomorrow, like Dingo said, whoo, words are getting hard. Dingo said, at 1 Central Standard Time, we will be running our Game 2 in some of our Spook series, Murder on a Moonless Night, using Tall Pine System. I'm very excited for it. Thursdays, I'm on Off the Table playing in the Best Crew, High Noon, as an Immortal. And Saturdays, I'm on Wandering DM. Then that evening will be Game 3, our first series or Summer of Spooks. Matthias is running Cthulhu Dark, I believe it's called. I'll be back for that. And Sunday this week, I think, I'll be over on Pen and Paper Pals playing Burning Will. I'm really excited. But yeah, that is everything. And we hope that everyone had a great time. We will see you next week when, we try not to die. So, bye everybody!